Would it be cool if this bus can go to Andorf, Avalon, Emory Hills, Kobayashi Island, Marble Mountain? Good day everyone, welcome to another episode of Isla Ivatan. This is episode number 12. Last episode was the jeepney drive-through, and I got some pretty good feedback from that. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you are new to this channel, this is not your typical city Skylines build. So pause the video, grab some coffee, then come back, and pause the video and enjoy. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna start this episode by putting some details behind this hotel/office spaces. Then I'm going to add some more residentials by the river. I could probably fit at least 500 families there. It will be a challenge, but we can make it happen. Then later, I'm also going to build a bus terminal next to the LRT station. So make sure to stick around, I think you are going to like that one. Isla Ivatan is showing some progress. The city is growing little by little. There are several people from nearby provinces who are moving into the city. They leave their homes and their farms, hoping to have a better life. The problem is, life in the city is tough. It's hard to get a job even if you have an education. And for the people who doesn't make it, ends up in the slums. Informal settlements are typically seen along the river and esteros, which is fine. Ancient civilizations started along the river. The problem with these people is they are undisciplined and just the lack of love to their city. They're not from here, so why would they take care of the city? They throw their poop and garbage into the river, clogging it up, and eventually killing the wildlife. These slums are the main reason for flooding during the monsoon season. The government of Isla Ivatan is doing their best to relocate these poor people. They granted thousands of families of free housing on the outskirts of the city, but the people still gripe about these relocation sites. Their complaint is that they are far away from their livelihoods. So they end up selling the houses that given to them and goes back to the slums where they started. Look, I'm not blaming anybody. I don't know the solution. I myself lived in the slums during my entire childhood. I was a second-generation fob. My parents moved into the city hoping for a better life. Life was good. We were living in a nice apartment. Then, my parents got separated when I was 4. I was living with my mother. She was working in a factory earning less than $2 per day. One day we were living in a nice apartment. Next morning, I woke up in the slums by the landfill. Life was tough for many years. When I was 15, a fire broke out in the neighborhood. It was in the middle of the night when somebody yelled, "Sunab! Sunab!" The fire spread quickly. I was only able to carry a backpack of clothes. Thousands of houses were burnt to ashes. Our house were one of the lucky ones that survived. From then, I realized that if I don't work hard enough, I'm going to be stuck here forever. I'd probably end up either in jail or dead. Then I wouldn't be here telling this story. Now, moving on to the bus terminal I was talking about earlier. But first, I need to move this motel. By the way, this Lego-looking building is a popular motel in the Philippines. It's called Sogo Hotel. It is not your typical motel. It is considered a love hotel. Love hotels are pretty common in Asia. I used to live in Seoul, Korea, and it is pretty popular there too. They call it Yanolja. The reason behind it is most houses in Asia are small, with multiple families living in them. So having sex in the house is almost impossible, even for married couples. It is pretty cheap and they can also charge by the hour. I think now they charge like 300 something pesos for 3 hours, which is equivalent to about $6. Now, I've plopped this abandoned looking warehouse. I think it is a pretty good fit for our bus terminal. Then these buses right here were originally made by K-Green. He is Korean, I believe. The model is the new Super Aero City 2019. So I was thinking, where does the Sims go when they've reached the edge of my city? Would it be cool if this bus can go to Andorf, Avalon, Emory Hills, Kobayashi Island, Marble Mountain, Maya, Sinu, Westdale? I don't know how they'll get there, but that would be really cool, right? There's a lot more really beautiful city skyline series out there, but I think these are my top favorites of all time, and I really think my Sims would love to go there and visit. Well, thank you for sticking around, and I really hope that you've enjoyed this episode. I hope that you've learned something new about my culture. Please let me know what you think and comment down below. If you haven't, don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up. Otherwise, mabuhay, and see you next time.